Hey everyone, final trailer for episode 9 is here. Let's face it, this is it. This is gonna be it. We're looking at possibly either something really good, really bad, really meh. I don't know how you feel about that. But this is it. I'm gonna be watching the last trailer. This is my reaction to it, so let's see how it goes. Okay, force scene.
It's an instinct. A feeling. The force brought us together.
Very lush, very green.
We're not alone. Good people will fight if we lead them.
Oh, there's Rose. Oh, there's a Corvette.
People keep telling me they know me.
Ocean
No one
World
does.
with Ray.
But I do.
There's Tycho, Old Ben. Ice Planet.
Long have I waited. And now,
Someone ripped off the old
coming
Wrath of the Lich King.
together.
Fleet. Lightsaber battle.
Is your undoing. What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir, at my friends.
Going gun battle.
Vote in fear.
There's Carrie Fisher.
Your destiny.
Now that one we knew how to fly. Really?
The force will be with you.
Always.
Okay. Cancel that. Okay, let's try this again. I don't know how I feel. I mean, on one hand, it's cool. I mean, visually, it looks impressive. But I'm also seeing a lot of. The best way I can put it is this way: J.J. Abrams practically showed everything important between the first trailer, where you see it at was it at E3 or not E3? Was it the D20, D19, whatever it was, the Disney deal. The best way I can put it is this way: at the end of the day, I'm not impressed. I'm in awe of it. It does have moments that were good. I'm not going to deny that. Uh, Having a katana fleet situation, for those who don't know, this katana fleet was something that was built, was actually a book, one of the event series from the Thrawn trilogy. This is where Grand Admiral Thrawn finds a lost fleet of dreadnoughts. And in essence, you have a fleet of Star Destroyers. And the fact that one of them has ripped off Wrath of the Lich King with it coming out of the ice and all. I mean, if you've seen Wrath of the Lich King, the cinematic for it back when, and you can probably still find it on YouTube these days, where Arthas basically raises a dragon out of the ice, and you believe me, that's awesome, that's cool. But because it's kind of been cliche and all, I'm not It's cool, but I'm not impressed. The run and gun battle, that was interesting. Seeing Rose Tico back, that's interesting. Seeing a lot of the old ships. I mean, just that scene alone, I mean, that scene, let's see now. I mean, you have multiple ships, and I hate to say it, they're also right on top of each other. And I'm not talking like a little bit around top of it. I'm talking like, dude, you fire into the fleet, as you want to call it, it's going to hit someone. They're grouped up, extremely grouped up. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's impressive, but militarily, it's not good ideal. I mean, they've had multiple ships and everything where it's like, I mean, you have multiple ships. I mean, there's U-Wings, which that means they're at least 50 years old. You have other ships here. You have the Ghost and the other ship that they had in the Rebels for the bounty hunter lady. I mean, it's just, I mean, you have a Nebulon B frigate, which cool. Looks like they might even have a Corellian gunship, which, let's see. Let me pull back a little bit. I mean, let's see. I'll pull up the throne. Wrath of the Lich King. The first time I saw that, I'm not thinking Emperor Palpatine. I'm thinking Wrath of the Lich King. I'm thinking Lich King right now. Okay. The fact. Let's see. Let's pull back a little more. I mean, Kylo Ren comes up, and then you have this comet. Okay. With the TIE fighters, which was okay. That's cool. Let's see. Looks like they're mining. It's a mining colony, maybe? Asteroid, comet mining? But that's okay. Lots of ties. The throne. And then the Star Destroyer just bursting out of the ice. And the lightning storm, too, at the top of that. And then you have the Rebel fleet. Which it looks like they're taking a cue from, I would dare say that this is probably a cue from every IP that is Star Wars that they have access to. It looks like they might have partnered. I would dare say they could have probably partnered with Fantasy Flight Games, because for those who don't know, Fantasy Flight Games does the RPG for Star Wars. It does, 3, 4, 5 different tabletop versions of the game. You have Imperial Assault, which is like a small unit deal. You have the other one. Let me pull it up for a second. FFG, Fantasy Flight Games, products, Star Wars, and Star Wars moved down a little bit. You have Star Wars Legion, Star Wars Destiny, which is a card game. You have Imperial Assault. You have X-Wing, which is now in its 2nd edition. So there's that part right there. Armada is their fleet. The RPGs. Let's see. You basically have, 5 different RPGs right there? Technically only 3, because you have Edge of the Empire, Age of Rebellion, Force and Destiny, and the other 2 are all niche deals. One's the classic role-playing game from, I think, West End Games or something like that. And then the other one is their Force Awakens deal for the new sequel trilogy, which, okay. But yeah, as is, I'm not
Coming together.
I'm excited, but I'm not. Big explosion, floating ship.
What are you doing there, 3PO?
Taking one last look, sir. At my friends.
We're in gun battle, which is awesome.
Confronting fear.
Need a rifle for that and a fire team.
Your
X-Wing is... Now, that Y-Wing is awesome. I mean, that's... Okay, for those who don't know what I'm looking at, you're seeing a Y-Wing doing a freaking barrel roll, nailing like 3 TIE fighters. Let me blow up. Okay. Okay, here it is. 1, 2, 3, and then a hanger... Correction, 1, 2, and then a hanger shot. That's the Y-Wing to people. That is a ship that makes people like, I don't want an X-Wing. The A-Wing is nice. It's too fragile. The B-Wing is too complicated. The X-Wing is nice, but when you want survivability, firepower, and then just being able to bring the pain, you go for a Y-Wing. That's a cool fighter. Granted, manpower-wise, got it. X-Wings are good for, your good sized groups and all. Now the Y-Wings that they used in A New Hope, got it, not the best. In the original Star Wars, got it, they're slow. They're not really well maintained. But that's okay. Now, that's how I go in. Okay, now this is something I'm having problems with. Here's a scene at 36 seconds before it ends. BB-8 is rolling, and there's a bunch of people doing cavalry charges. Cavalry charges. You're kidding me, right? No, they're not. It's cavalry charge. They're doing a little cavalry charge on a Star Destroyer. Let's see. It looks like they destroyed some kind of obelisk. Which... Okay. This is, Rey and Kylo are destroying an obelisk, by the looks of it. With a head on it. Star Destroyers rising up, causing trouble. And then here's Rey being stalked by the Emperor, for reasons.
The Force will be with you.
Always.
And apparently Palpatine has been connected to a life support for the last couple decades. Good job, J.J. Abrams. Granted, I get it. Rian Johnson messed you up badly. I just don't see this being good. I don't see this being... I will light a candle in mourning for this video, for the saga ending for Rise of Skywalker. I can safely say that it will probably be passable. But, here's the problem that I have. This is going to be one of those movies where I'm not counting on it to be bad. I'm not counting on it being bad. I'm reasonably counting on it to be decent, maybe good, or correction, probably meh, maybe even decent. I want to be wowed. I want to be I want to forget Last Jedi. I want to forget how bad it was. I want to forget about how crap the storytelling was. I want to forget about the fact that you have the slowest chase scene you ever have. I want to forget that this was something that where the director, for the sake of story, he ignored so much of the tech. He ignored the fact that Rebel fighters can enter the have hyperdrives. He wants to ignore the fact that you have Admiral Akbar and General Leia and General Organa and so many people that survived Hoth. Hoth is a testament of how you evacuate in the Star Wars universe. When you get invaded, when you have a secret base, you count on, and you're the like a smaller force and all, you're hiding and all. This is where you know what can be that you're gonna be discovered, and you have a limit. You have two things. One, you're gonna have a limited amount of time. Okay, once you get discovered, you the clock is on. You don't know how much time you have, so you need to evacuate. Evacuate medical personnel, because as much as you would like to keep them around, guess what? You get them out of there. You get the medical people out. You get their patients out too. Anyone who's wounded, anyone who's sick, anyone who can't fight very well, get them out. Pure and simple. And then, really just, there are so many things wrong with it that as someone who's a military member of the military, you realize that, they train us on this. Okay, should something happen on this is how it gets done. Evacuations and such. As is, I mean, visually impressive. I'm not going to deny that. But I am ultimately, I'm hopeful, but I'm just not seeing it. Anyway, this is Saronian. Hopefully you all have a good night now, and hopefully you guys have a better reaction to this, to the deal than I do. Y'all have a good night now. Bye.